Hey guys, welcome back to Music Talk with John. Well, I had to make a tough decision lately, on concert tickets. Now, if anybody's ever watched this, they know I'm a big Billy Joel fan, and he doesn't come around here that often. I was actually thinking about going to New York because I have family up there. I could probably stay with them and go see him at Madison Square Garden. There's tickets available there. And, but I always said, man, the price. I haven't even checked out the Madison Square Garden ticket prices. I can imagine what those are. But it was just announced last week, Thursday or Friday, that he will be at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa with Sting. I've seen Billy Joel twice, haven't seen Sting, but I think it'd be still a good concert to see. So Raymond James Stadium is where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play, so I know the stadium well. I had season tickets back when they won the first Super Bowl. I had season tickets for about 10 years. So I know the stadium well, I know the layout, and so that was good. I know the venue. So they had a special offer with Citibank cardholders to get pre-sale tickets, which is very cool, and there are some really good ones available. I mean, I could get right up front row. But there's obviously the price to consider. And my goal with this one was, I wanted to take the family, because it might be the last time I'll be able to see him, in Florida. And I want to take my girls and my wife, and all four of us go and enjoy it and have that experience. But man, the price is killing me. And some people might say, it's not a big price to pay, but just for, let's say, because I have a daughter in a wheelchair also, so I have to figure that out. Now, I called Raymond James Stadium, and they said, if there's no wheelchair seats available the day, when I go to buy the tickets, just go to the box office the day of, and they'll accommodate. Now, I don't know what that means, and I've been accommodated before, and the seats aren't great. So you could be paying for some decent priced seats and be put in a really crappy location, so there's no guarantee there. So I was looking around, and the wheelchair seats, there's some decent ones on the upper section. I know that area pretty well, and then there's some way back that just you might as well just look at a jumbotron. Might as well watch them at home. I don't even know if you'd feel the energy at the concert there. I'm weighing this whole thing on, okay, should I just go with the experience of being there? But I think I'm past that these days. I've been to so many concerts and disappointed, knowing how I'm going to feel if I'm back in the nosebleeds and I can barely, Billy Joel's a speck on the down there. And I got to look at a jumbotron. I'm not really into doing that. I'm not. And you got to make a decision. I mean, that's just how these things go. I'm not saying there's a right or wrong here. It's just you got to make a decision on what you're willing to pay for. And I think I'm at the point where I don't want to pay, a decent amount of money for I don't say bad seats, but far away seats. Where you're disconnected from the concert. You feel disconnected up there. Even though you have the energy of the concert, because I had pretty high up seats at the Bucks, but I had a good view of the game, so I could always see what was happening, so I liked my seats. But where I was looking for my family to go and afford it, and it would cost me about $800 for the four of us to go, was way up. And then I thought about it. I'm like, well, the problem with that is I can't sit up there because of my daughter in the wheelchair, so I have to get down to where the wheelchair seating is. So we're kind of limited there. Now I can carry her up. I just don't feel like doing that. And then what's she going to do? She's going to sit in the seat and people stand up. She's not going to be able to see. So I got to take that in consideration. All these things. And I want to go to concerts, sit back and enjoy it with my family and have them enjoy it, where we don't have to make, move around. This is not a complaint. This is nothing. This is just our life, and I know how it goes, and I don't want it to end up being something disappointing either. So with the price consideration and everything else, I had to make a really tough decision of just not going, and it eats me up inside because I want to go to this thing, but I could go by myself, but it wouldn't be the same. It feels like an opportunity to go and show my kids what this is all about. They really haven't been to any concerts, and so I thought it'd be a cool opportunity. So I don't want to just go by myself and, you know, not bring them. I thought it'd be a cool family thing. So I had to make the decision. That's it. You know, it's $800 I could spend on vinyl, you know, instead of having I weigh it, you know, again, you know, it being with the family and having that, but it's got to be, everything's got to come together for it to be an enjoyable experience. And I don't want to look back on it and not be. And the money thing wouldn't matter so much, as far as that wouldn't be a disappointing part of the whole thing if I decide, hey, this is how much I'm going to spend, because I would never regret that part. But I don't want it to be experience where I wanted to take them to something and share something with them and it not be good, because of the seating and that. And so anyway, that's what my thought process was to come to this. And people are like, I pay whatever to go and see it, you know, as a true fan. But no, not at this point in life. You know, I'm just not gonna, I'm kind of done with the bad tickets and things like that. I've even been offered tickets and I saw where they were and I declined them, you know. And I don't know, does that sound snobby, but I don't want to go, even if it's a free concert. But if I'm way up there, I've done that. I've actually won tickets from a radio station, and I got tickets. It was Tony Braxton in the 90s, and I wasn't a Tony Braxton fan, but I was like, oh, it's free tickets, okay. So I go with my wife, and we're way up in the know. It was the first time I think I really got the gist of how things were. Of wow, yeah, I think there was even a beam in front of us, and we had to split the stage between a beam. And I'm like, that's real good, a radio station giving away these tickets, that's awesome. So I didn't go for any more radio station contests. I've only done 2, and they didn't turn out great. I did that one, and then I did one when I was working at Chase in Tampa, and I'd have the radio going, and they had a contest, and they sent me a CD. I didn't know what it was going to be, and it was Michael Bolton's Greatest Hits. So I'm like, so that was the first one, and then the Tony Braxton was the second one. And I'm like, okay, I don't need to enter more of these radio contests. That's just not going to work for me. So anyway, so I got the idea of how it was, and you know, I get it. If you want good seats, you're going to pay the money, and that's it, and that's fine. I mean, if they're selling tickets and that's what they want to do, you know, that's cool. And I know you could there's that 1 in a million chance that you could be up in those nosebleeds too at a Billy Joel concert, and somebody could approach you and say, hey, you want to go front row. But I'm really not going to go on the gamble of that either. So, you know, Billy Joel's a big draw, and I'm glad he's still getting the recognition that he is at his age, and he's still doing the concerts. He put out a lot of good music, so I'm never going to look at it like, oh, you know, ticket prices are too high. Well, they are what people are going to pay. It's like with vinyl right now. These prices keep going up, or they stay pretty high because people keep buying them. They keep paying ridiculous prices, and the companies go, well, they're buying it, we're going to keep the money where it is. So this is how they make their money. And you might look at them like, oh, they're millionaires or whatever, but you know, they're business owners. Their business is music. So, you know, that's just how it is for these things. So anyway, that was my process. So I had to make a tough decision. I was sitting there kicking myself too, because it's right there. The tickets are right there, you know, available. But I'm like, you know, I'm just, yeah, it's tough. I recorded some of the video, or the screen, when I went and looked at these tickets, and I'm going to share with you here what these prices are. You know, what it would cost me, even if I just wanted to get a front row seat at a Billy Joel concert and Sting, what it would cost me just to go by myself, right? So I'm gonna pull over here. For you guys listening, I'm pulling over my car. I'm doing this in my car. And so I have the video here. Get a shot of the stadium, and you can see where the stage is. So I look at the front area there, $1,950. $1,950. If I was a single guy, or maybe just me and my wife, and we didn't have to worry about, you know, saving up some money for my kid with a disability to make sure she's cool in the future, yeah, I'd probably do it. Why not? Once for somebody I really like this, yeah. Not many people I would do this for, but for him, yeah, I would do it. Just not for him, but to see him, I would do it. But not in my current situation, so no. And that's an easy decision to make. So $1,950. Yeah, that's what that would cost. And his piano's probably over on that side of the stage. Row 3, $1,150. So you get the gist of it. And then I kind of backed it up and I said, okay, what's it like midway on the floor over there? And that's about a $400 ticket. It's not bad for one person, I guess. And I don't know what, you're still that far back, 25 rows back. You're getting away from that concert already. And sometimes the sound down there, I've been down there, is not great. So you could be, I went to a Clapton concert and I was down on the floor situation like that, and it was not great. The sound was horrible. So I come over here, stage, will be stage left, $1,450. Now you're kind of catty corner to the stage there. That's probably not a bad seat. So they know what they're doing there. If we go up third level and I click like a corner, stage left up third level, we're talking $169 for a ticket. Now you're away from the concert at this point, and $169. I don't know. I think that's a disabled seat right there. I believe those front rows. So it's $169 for that. Now there's 4 seats right there. $169.50 times 4. So that's $678. I don't know what all your fees are for that. It's going to get you up into the $800 range, maybe $750 range. Another $100 you figure with all the Ticketmaster charge, all that stuff. And for 4 people to a concert, some people are like, that's not bad, but I don't know. So anyway, that's what that's an idea of what it's going to cost. So I'm just weighing it, and looking at it. I'm like, I don't know, man. See, now I'm trying to talk myself into it, but it's tough. I might, I don't know. So we'll see. If anything changes, I'll let you know, but that's just how my mind worked for this concert. Okay, so I'm back home and I have a little update. So I got home and I don't even know how it came up, but I said, I brought up the thing about the Billy Joel thing. And my wife's like, oh, you didn't get tickets? I'm like, no. I said, no, it's for $700 and I don't know. And we started looking at the Ticketmaster and the seating and all that stuff. We were talking about it. And we found an area for handicapped disabled seating. And it wasn't too bad. It's first section meets up to like where the club seating is, where the big wigs sit back there during football games and big events and all that. And so we're looking at it and we're looking at the prices and we're kind of talking about it. And before we know it, we pulled the trigger. So guess I decided to spend the money. It was a little bit over the $700, but we're going. We're gonna be able to go and see this concert with my wife and my kids. The last Billy Joel I went to was with my wife before we were married, and that was River of Dreams tour, so that was a while back. But this is going to be cool to do this. This might be the last chance for me to see him in here in Florida, and to share it with my kids. It's going to be pretty awesome. They hear me talk about him all the time. They know enough of his music, but I think they're really going to enjoy the show. We'll have to get them up to date on some Sting stuff, because Sting will be there also. But yeah, I'm excited. I didn't think I was going to do it, and I was disappointed, but at the same time, I was sticking to my guns. But here I am paying the ticket prices. So I don't know. I think it was just for him, just to see this. I don't think of anybody else that I would do this to go see. And just because, like I said, it could be one of the last times, and I don't want to regret it. So obviously my point of view's changed now that I've purchased the tickets from what I was saying before, but your mind just goes back and forth on all this stuff. But kind of glad we had the conversation. I was able to get the ticket. So, and what was cool, I just went on Facebook too, and it looks like Stormfront was released on this day in 1989. And they wanted to know what your favorite song off the album was. I picked Down Easter Alexa, but there's And So It Goes and Leningrad's on there and all that. So good album. But yeah, I remember going and picking up that album when it came out. The CD, I had the CD. I got the upgraded one where they remastered it, but I have my original around somewhere. Of that, when I went and picked it up, I was always picking up Billy Joel on release day. So anyway, I just wanted to update you. So got my tickets. I'll be definitely be sharing that concert experience with you. And that's what I got for you. So thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Am I crazy? You know, spending that money? Would you do it? You know, let me know. And what are your limits in for concerts and buying and who you'd go see and all that. So let me know. So take care out there, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.